I have a 12,000 days old forever world, and over the past few months, I've been busy building a huge zoo for all Minecraft animals, which is now almost done. If you watched the previous episodes, you know that we already checked off the list all real-life animals with their variants, even the tough ones. So, what are we gonna do today? Well, there are a lot of fantastic animals in every Minecraft world, so why don't we give all of them a unique enclosure to call home? This episode will be about, fantastic mobs and where to find them. I know, you heard this title somewhere before. I started with the Strider enclosure. It will be a pit, a couple of blocks below street level. Since Striders love lava, I'm creating the crater of an erupting volcano for them, with plenty of lava to keep them warm. We need to work more on the crater to make it safe for Striders, so let's design the walkways of this new section first. I've been pretty consistent in planning the zoo, creating packed mud pathways all around the enclosures. The new section of the zoo has a fantasy vibe, with mobs that can't be found in real life. Therefore, I want it to look different. The wall separates the traditional zoo from the fantastic mobs area. This is the main staircase, and later I will build an entrance, but I want to go further and create a formal garden made with all the weird Minecraft plants. I planned carefully to form a garden. It's probably looked after by a very kind gardener with a thing for unusual plants, those that, like the animals in the section, do not exist in the real world. You will find nether plants, curse fruits, ancient seeds, skulk veins, crystals, the ice blossom from the pale garden, and a couple of custom purple mushrooms. Since this is a well-maintained formal garden, I can't let the coarse plants grow wild, but I don't want them to die either. The glass will keep them as they are. Another one is ready. Please don't grow, please don't grow, please don't grow. Oh, come on. Yes, I spent an entire Minecraft day sowing the same fruits, running from one to the next and starting over every time they get too tall. I already told you everything you need about sniffers and ancient seeds in a previous video, so check it out if you missed it. I filled the floor with diggable blocks, and I'm decorating the pit with a giant version of a torch flower. If you look it from a distance. You need torch flower seeds to breed sniffers. Who wants a treat? Sure, a bit of privacy. May I? Oh, if you just... here's the egg. This big fella will hatch happily ever after in its new home. Yep, it doesn't look much like a torch flower, but I like it anyway. A sniffer egg will hatch on any block, so don't put it on a shelf in your tiny fishing hut. If you put the eggs on moss, they will hatch faster in about 20 minutes. The next enclosure is for another nice mob, the mooshroom. I'm using the same trick as the camel garden floor, red mushroom blocks covered with another layer in order to expose the internal texture. This enclosure starts flat and empty, but it gets better with some large custom mushrooms to provide shelter for the mushrooms and which will be visible from afar. Since I probably ate myself, I think this could be better. First, the color is wrong. It should be more like this. Building from below will be easier with a happy guest. I have big projects and I can't wait. Now, we can add some emeralds and white glass paints to resemble the gears, the white thingy inside the mushroom cup. Mushrooms spawn only on a mushroom island, a peculiar biome covered in mycelium where no other mob can spawn. Hey, hello there! The landscape could be better though. I should turn this whole island into something nice. Maybe a village with a fantasy vibe or a spooky Halloween setting. Do you have any suggestions? Mushrooms can be bred with wet, like regular cows. The calf will be always a red mushroom. If you milk a mushroom, you will get a normal milk bucket. But if you milk him with a bowl, mushroom stew everybody. And if you use shears on a mushroom, well, you will end up with a regular cow and 5 mushrooms as booby price, so you better don't. The red mushrooms spawn naturally and can be bred to get more, but what about the brown ones? A red mushroom turns to brown when it's hit by a lightning. So here we are with a channeling trident during a thunderstorm. Oh no, I feel so bad. It was the saddest thing that could have happened. Follow me, kid, away from your parents' eyes, just in case. Woohoo, finally! Do you like your new look? I think you're amazing. And above all, you're alive. But let's not talk about it anymore. The next enclosure is more rustic, with bone block pillars and a pale oak fence that could be made of smaller bones. You guessed it, this is the skeleton horse, Coral. I added a canopy and 2 horse jumping obstacles, but these creatures are easygoing. They don't require shelter or food or air to breathe, for that matter. Skeleton horses have a convoluted way to enter in your survival world. First, a skeleton trap horse is a special skeleton horse that can spawn in a lightning strike during a thunderstorm. If you come within 10 blocks of this special horse, the trap is triggered. The horse will turn into a skeleton horseman, bringing 3 friends with him. You have to carefully kill the skeleton riders. Then the horses will be yours for the taking. There is no need to tame them or to name tag them. They can be saddled and ridden and will stay with you forever. Skeleton horses are fast and can breathe water. Yes, I'm very fond of the skeleton horses. I have 3 of them in my world, and I'm sorry I can't spoil them with food. They can be bred or fed, and if hurt, they will slowly regenerate. Don't use a potion of healing because it will hurt them. They're undead, therefore a harming potion will cure them. As you can see, he's fine. Maybe the harming potion is the right treat to make them feel loved. Oh, I will miss you too, Nightwish. Be a good boy with the zoo visitors. The sniffer egg has just hatched. Welcome to the zoo, my friend. Let's take a look at a zombie horse in a creative world. The spawn egg will summon an untamed horse that cannot be tamed, ridden or saddled. You need to use commands for a tamed zombie horse. This zombie horse is tamed and it can be saddled and ridden. Sadly, there is no way to have a zombie horse in Vanilla Survivor, so they won't be part of my zoo. Let's fill the pit behind the mushroom enclosure with another fantastic mob, the snow golem. I struggled a bit to find a suitable setting for them, but then I said to myself, what comes to mind if you think about snow, holidays, or chocolate? And that's where the right idea came from. I'm building a Christmas market, so I have an excuse to have a Christmas tree all year round, at least in Minecraft. Keep in mind that the snow golems will die on a rainy day. They need a shelter, so they will be the proud owners of a stand in the Christmas market, safe and happy under a roof. Oh, I want to sing some carols. I love it. Let's put a golden ribbon on this gift. A very flat ribbon. And on this one, the coral fan will die and there's a silver ribbon. In the stall, they sell mostly Christmas cards, hot chocolate, and look, chestnut roasting on an open fire, or potatoes. On an extinguished campfire? Same thing. But we are missing the real stars. Snow golems can only be summoned like this. Let's make another one. And if you shear it, please come closer, buddy. It's another variant, sorta. Hey, stop kissing each other, there's a customer waiting. A hot chocolate and some popcorn candy, please. I need some snacks when I get back to work. I know, you recognize the shape of a pillager outpost, but the color palette is wrong. Well, it fits the fantastic mobs that will live in this miniature outpost. Let's go get them. Allays can be found imprisoned in pillager outposts and wooded mansions, in the room with the iron doors on the ground floor. Hurry up, get out everybody, you're free! If you give any item to an allay, it will follow you, but they are a bit dumb and it's better to put them on a lead. You don't need 2 allays to breed them, just 1 allay and an amethyst shard. Play any disc in a jukebox. The allay will swirl and dance. Use the shard on it, like in a normal breeding. You'll see hearts and a new allay will appear. And they're gone. Get back here, come on! You guys will play with the children who will visit your outpost. You face the pillagers. Why are you so afraid of children? I've been capturing pillagers from quite a while now, but they always end up pretty bad. First, that was that messy situation involving a dolphin for the zoo aquarium. I had to watch it in slow-mo to unravel why he was missing. While I was building the llama enclosure a couple of episodes ago, I got lucky and managed to put 2 of them in a boat. But then I lost them both again because, my bad, the third enchanted armor. So I went directly to the source, the pillager outpost near my solar punk mega base. Yep, that is not the third silo. I invited them to the nether roof and they were all thrilled about it. One of them joined me on a boat trip. It takes more than 400 uses to break a crossbow, so we spent some quality time together exploring the surroundings. When he managed his issues, we traveled to the zoo, and he was waiting near the camel garden the whole time during this episode when I was building. Any chance you want to follow me up there, my friend? Yes, but I'm here. Oh, come on, don't give me the cold shoulder, get back. Thank you. Ooh, tamed pillagers are so obedient and well behaved. Please, get back in the boat and stay safe. I know you're trapped. Sorry about that. Let me check. Now I have to remove the boat without hurting you? Relax, I'm gonna remove all the dirt and build a better trap house for you. I see, the allays are mean. If you think about it, maybe you deserve it. Fine, I'll put in a good word for you. Guys, will you be nice with the man? I know, but he's serving his sentence to redeem himself. I built the lava crater at the beginning of today's episode, but I haven't brought the striders yet, and for a good reason. A couple of episodes ago, when the zoo was almost empty, I left the first strider here, near some lava to keep it warm, but I forgot a little detail. The rain! The poor fella died right before my eyes. The strider enclosure is filled with lava, otherwise the striders turn blue and tremble. But above all, it needs a roof, because water kills them. This is why I'm adding a dust cloud over the crater. I live near a volcano, I know something about it. Striders are nice creatures from the nether, and they can live in the overworld without turning into a zombie version like oglins and piglins. They can be saddled and controlled with a warped fungus on a stick. But you won't be able to remove the saddle like you do with horses. The only way to have it back is to kill the strider. Please don't. Sometimes a strider spawns with another strider on it, even if the upper one doesn't look healthy. You can also find the piglin jockey at Zombie Piglin riding a strider. Now that the lava pool has a roof, it's time to bring in a couple of striders. They will be fine. I just need to name tag them to be sure they won't despawn. The dust cloud will keep them safe, but it also looks awesome. Today's episode was full of interesting creatures and we are running out of time. There are more mobs that deserve a spot in the zoo, even if they are dangerous and sometimes nasty. In the next episode, we will finally wrap things up, building a haunted mansion and more ominous buildings to host the last Minecraft animals. Stay tuned for the very last zoo episode. Thank you for watching and see you soon!
If you wanna know how I do it, if you search for a new cool idea, here she is, Mima MC, the best place to be, building brick by brick, with a little chic mountain high or never deep, all you villagers and pillagers, she's gonna show the craft, to the secrets of Minecraft, assembling, creating, and waiting for the new update. Don't be a creeper, if you like what you see, raise your hands high and thumbs up for Mima MC.